Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me today. On this Elevate 3.0 Tips and Tricks workshop, we are going to be doing things a little bit differently. I am going to be speaking about search engine optimization, best practices, how this affects our ranking in the results pages, why an image actually matters and it makes a big difference. And you can also apply this to your own personal websites. So I do think it will be beneficial for everybody. So to get started, I would like to make a small introduction. So for those of you that are new here, Elevate is a growing community of the best speakers, trainers, facilitators, and coaches in the US, Canada, Sweden, Australia. It's worldwide. We have members from a lot of places around the world. And we do our goal is to deliver customized, on-demand help for businesses. We seek to be a very vetted group that any organization can access to gain outside help for any and every conceivable business challenge. So without further ado, let's get started with the tour of the site. So this is our landing page, our home page. Here you'll find all of our listings. You can filter through all of the categories that we have. Price, you can filter if you have a budget. For example, if the client has a budget, delivery type, modality, and running time. So to get started, if you haven't yet, you can sign up clicking on this red link here on the top right-hand corner. You enter your details, your email address, first name, last name, you choose a password. In this case, all of you here are sellers, so you would choose seller. I'm an elite expert. I'm looking to monetize my skills. And this ultimately helps us understand all of our users and filter if we're going to be sending emails. So there will be emails for the sellers, but there will also be emails for the buyers, potential clients, and companies. Accept the terms of use and privacy policy on your own time. I highly recommend reading everything if you are okay with our terms and our privacy policy. And obviously, if you have any question, let me know. You can choose to receive occasional emails from us, but you can also modify this further along. I'll show you how. So you will be getting an email for confirmation. To confirm your email address, all you have to do is click here and you'll be redirected to the page, which is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. Just give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. So now that we've created a new Elevate account and you've confirmed your email address, it's very important you do this because if not, you will not be able to enter and create your profile and your listings. So if we hover over this image here, your profile picture, the first thing that we're going to go and look into are the settings. So profile info. So how to set up your profile in 5 easy steps. Number 1, make sure to add your full name in the display name. Why is this? Because when people search for me, if I have my organization name here, they're not going to be able to find me. However, if I have my complete name here, once they're looking for Victoria Vajada or your name specifically, they will be able to find you. Number 2, select your username. So this is going to be used as part of the unique URL for your profile. You can only use letters and numbers for your username without spaces. Location. So even if you're offering virtual sessions, adding your current location or the location you want to be associated with helps a lot. For example, when we're running ad campaigns, for example, in Colorado, in Los Angeles, your name will be picked up. It is important to fill out every field. And why is this? Every single bit of information that may be valuable for the Google algorithm helps Why is this? Because as a matter of fact, Google has an algorithm that's, how do I put it? It's made up of crawlers, indexing, and what do these crawlers do? They visit different pages. They are always looking to find updates on pages, find new pages, and index this information into their database. So when they index valuable information, that's how, when somebody searches for a product or service, websites come up on the search pages, and depending on the type of information, if it's valuable or not, is what determines the ranking position. So every single bit of information does help. Phone number, it's not shown to anybody. It's not really necessary. Profile picture. So it is important to add your best headshot in high resolution with your face centered. Why is this? It should be in a square format because this is how we handle it. So 1:1 ratio, for example, 800 by 800 pixels. Otherwise, it will be cropped to fit. When the system crops it automatically, you may be, your eyes may be cropped out or your mouth may be cropped out. So if you upload it in this ratio, we don't have that problem. Then we have the About You section. So here it's important to add a detailed bio about yourself. You can include information about your career, your experience, how many years you've been in the industry, who you've worked with, your expertise. You can also add inspiring life lessons or a quote that you identify or that you live by, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of a perfect bio page. Let's see, Michelle Venn. So here he has a wonderful image of him. He has his expertise, what he does, all of his experience. So he here has put that he's the co-founder and director of Aswan, the first collaborative wellness center in Quebec. He has his listings, reviews, and inspiring life lessons. So it doesn't have to be too long, too complicated. And you can also use Markdown. So this is a system, it's very simple. If you want to add titles, subtitles, you can use hashtags. You can make words italic, bold, or underline them. You can also create lists. So if you follow along the instructions in here, you will be able to do the formatting text very easily. Again, if you ever need any help, if you have questions, you can contact me. You can join us in our weekly sessions because these sessions do happen on a weekly basis. So we do offer the support every single day, and we'll be helping you along the way, so you're not alone. Perfect. So after your profile is set up, let's go and see all of these options here. So here in listings is where all of your current listings appear, even if they're pending or closed or active, they will appear here. Why would a listing be pending? Well, when you create a listing, it doesn't go live automatically. It's sent to our team. Our team receives a notification. We review it, we proofread, we see that it has every single element that's necessary, and then we approve it. Here in transactions, once you get booked or you're requested by a client, somebody pays, etc., all of this information is going to appear here. Account, here you can add a new email, change a password, or delete your account. Notifications, so here you can customize when you want to receive emails from us or from the website in general. So when you get a message from somebody or a comment on your listing, or somebody accepts or rejects your request, your listing, I'm sorry, you do get these notifications in your inbox in the site. But if you want to receive them also in your personal email, I suggest looking through these and selecting which you would like. And then we have payments. So at Elevate, it is important that you know we charge a 25% percent commission for the services and support we provide. The other 75% goes directly to your own account. So this is why it's fundamental that you fill out your payout preferences. We do offer a very secure system. So here, before I continue with the payment information, if you click here in the About section or How It Works link, you will find more information about Elevate if you would like to learn more. So here's the backstory, what we do, what topics do we talk about. We have how it works. So we have a small step-by-step here. But the most important is the FAQ, the frequently asked questions section. So if you have any questions, we do have the most frequently asked here with the answers. And one time I was asked, how do we prevent your account from being open up to cybercrime? So it is important that you know that we do not store or process any credit card information. All credit card information is handled by Stripe or PayPal. In this moment, we're handling only Stripe, and they are certified. We do have the security standards handled, and we are approved by Stripe. So as I mentioned before, Stripe uses the best in-class security tools and practices to maintain a high level of security. If you ever have any more questions about this or would like to read in further depth, you can see these links here. So we have had transactions. Our users have been successfully paid. However, we do have a slight issue with Stripe, and sometimes the payments may take more than a few days. It really just depends on if it's a new account. And we're trying to better this. We're trying to make this process much faster and easier. Okay. So if we don't have any questions, let me check. Okay, no questions. Okay, so here in the payout preferences, depending on your country of residence, you have to fill out certain fields of information. Australia, we have to fill out these. I haven't filled it out because really I don't offer anything, and my country, Colombia, isn't available. Stripe does not handle transactions for Colombia. However, I'm going to show you, once you set up your payout preferences, this is the message that you will be receiving. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you must be seeing my screen right now. And once you receive this message, your account is ready to go and ready to receive payments. So let's go back to the website. Perfect. So let's continue. Okay, we have a question here. Okay, so basically, okay, so I understand the question. Basically, how much business you will get. So it's very important you know that this is a function of the quality of your listing, your price point, the popularity of what you speak about. So ultimately, once you are approved, you manage these 3 elements, variables yourself. We reach around 3,000 unique visitors a month currently. We are optimizing our web page organically with SEO. So we are trying to bring more traffic to the site, but ultimately, if you have a great listing, if you have a great description, if you have a great image, the bigger the chances are that you get requested and you get booked. Okay, so let's go ahead and start creating our listing. So Victoria, where do I start creating my listing? All you have to do is click on this red button on the top right-hand corner that says Expert Start Here. So you click on this and you select your category. Right now we have these active categories. If you don't identify with any of these, we have the Anything Else section, We are constantly reviewing this section to see what listings are on there. And ultimately, if we see that there are various listings that accommodate to a specific subject or topic, we will create a new category for those listings. So if we select leadership as an example, we are redirected to this page. So here is where SEO starts gaining a lot of importance. So we do recommend creating a keyword-rich title for your offering. Why is this? So let's get into the basics of SEO. So for those of you that don't know, SEO is a set of practices designed to increase quantity and quality of traffic to a website. So what are the basics? Keyword research, quality content, and website structure. So when you're creating your listing, you can apply this to Elevate 3.0. You can also apply this to your personal website. When you're doing keyword research, you need to identify which words are related to what you offer. And you have to identify common search terms and phrases consumers, clients, companies use to find the products or services online. So you have to identify who your client is, or who your types of clients are, who your types of past bookings have been, or what your past bookings have been, and start building up your keywords. With this, you can create a keyword-rich title that's concise, that's clear. Once somebody reads the title, they're going to get a great understanding of what you're offering. Then we have quality content. I'll get into this further along. So after you select a great title, we have price. So you can price as you wish. You do have liberty to price, but we do recommend having a diversity of listings with different price ranges. Why is this? Because we ultimately do work very hard to bring traffic to the website, even if it's a small company, a small client. So having this, having these options set out for them helps a lot. I'm going to show you an example. Let's see, for example, Bill Welter. Here we go. So Bill is a consulting educator with over 50 years of experience. So this is an example of a great profile, image, and he has 5 open listings. As you can see, these listings do offer different types of sessions, but he does have diversity in his prices. So he has a very diverse price range. We recommend doing this as well. Also, it would be awesome if you have the time, if you would like, to create a specific listing for Elevate, for example, like an exclusive listing. So that would be something that would be really nice, and that would help us a lot. However, it's not something that's an obligation. So let's get back to here. Here in the detailed description, you can also use Markdown to create titles, to emphasize text. And here is where quality content jumps in. So this is where we recommend adding very clear, explicit information about who this listing is directed to, what this person or this company is going to learn, what are the outcomes, what are the topics that you're going to be talking about. And you can also add a YouTube video with a YouTube link, or if you have a video and you would like me to edit it, you can send it to me and I will add it on as well. Then we have the running time. Okay, we have the delivery type, so we do recommend selecting 1 out of the 6. This is because a speaking session or workshop do have different prices, so we recommend creating different listings for each type of delivery that you will be offering. If you offer a speaking session or a workshop for the same price, you can select 2, But sometimes I get that somebody selects all of these and it may get confusing for the client and the company. So that's our recommendation, selecting one or two out of the delivery types. Selecting the modality, the running time, we have these options here. If you would need an additional running time, a different option, you can let us know and our team will review and add it. Then we have the location. If you added the location when you were creating your profile, this would be automatic. This will pop up automatically. And then we have the image. So to guarantee best results, use JPG, GIF, or PNG images that are 660 by 440 pixels to avoid gray sides. Why is this? So here comes in a Google image best practice. So the idea is to always create the best user experience possible. You can include descriptive titles, captions, and file names. So when you're saving an image, you can save it with a name that's describing what's happening or what's in the image. And ultimately, Google will pick this up. The Google crawlers will pick this information up, and when somebody's searching for terms or keywords that are related to your image, this will pop up on the Google image results page. You can also use descriptive alternative text. Right now in our website, we don't have this option, but many websites do have it. For example, LinkedIn, I know, has it. This also helps the Google algorithm and is picked up by the crawlers. And you can also optimize an image for speed. So all of this affects the website quality and the structure. Sometimes when a website has very dense images or that are very large in resolution, it may take time to load, and this doesn't provide the best user experience. So it's important to keep that in mind. And I'm going to show you an example. So it's great. For example, Bill here has an image of himself in action. It loads quickly. I really like this image of him. Here's an example of his listing. So about this consultation. So and from the beginning, we know it's a consultation, what it's about. So leadership, your questions answered, 60-minute private Zoom consultation, a little bit about Bill, and the YouTube video. He selected one delivery type, the modality, and this is the place where you get comments and reviews. For example, we have this wonderful listing here. The only thing I would correct is the gray sides, but it's a wonderful, wonderful picture of bits about this speaking session, what's included. Some members do add a larger list of topics. Let's see, for example, here we have Sharisa. So I really like hers because it's extremely explicit, descriptive. It's very helpful. So obviously a client or a company is going to understand 100% what she's offering. This is high quality information. And obviously the Google algorithm does pick this up when somebody's searching for the topics that she talks about. LMA, the art, science of joy of effective corporate leadership. It's highly likely that she's positioned in the top rankings in the Google search results pages. She has a wonderful picture of herself in front of an audience with her TEDx talk, and she also has a YouTube video that we edited for her. She has a testimonial, a success story. So this is a great example, and I'm sure that you guys will understand. This option won't appear for you. It appears for me because I have admin rights. However, for you, it's going to say submit for review. And once we review it, we proofread, we see that all of the elements that we suggest are added, taken into account. We publish it, we post it, and it would be active and live, and you will get notified. If for some reason we find that there are some elements that the listing is lacking, we will contact you, we'll give you feedback, and work with you to improve the listing. What else would I like to Add. Okay, so what other things do we have to keep in mind to optimize a website's content for SEO? So the descriptions should be useful, interesting. We have to know what visitors want and give it to them. So ultimately, you know who your final client is or the types of clients you would like to work with. So identify what they want and offer it to them in your listing. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is stuffing. So there's something that's called, and it's keyword stuffing, and it's something that maybe we do and don't realize it. So when you're creating your title, for example, it is important to use keywords, but it's not necessary to use an excessive amount of keywords. So repeating once the keyword is more than enough. Google does know when we're keyword stuffing and treats this like spam. So it does pick it up when you're keyword stuffing, and it will lower the website's rank in search results. So it's something that you have to keep in mind. Remember the basics of SEO: keyword research, quality content. That's what we offer in the description, with the video, with the great image, website structure. So what does website structure mean? It just means that we should offer a well-organized website that is easy for the search engine algorithms to crawl, to understand. So we do have a very minimalistic site. It's easy to understand. It's easy for users to come on and have a good experience. It's not complicated at all. So that is something very important to keep in mind, the user experience. So for example, another tip to keep in mind is having a flat structure. So the best practice is that every page should only be 3-4 clicks from the home page. In this case, we do follow that best practice. It's very easy to, wherever you are on the site, it's very easy to go back to the home page if you're clicking back here, or if you just scroll up and click on the Elevate 3.0 image, you are redirected to the home page, to the landing page. So in this case, the Google crawler would have no issue moving from page to page and in understanding the flow of the site. So this is something that we have taken a lot of care of, and it's important for us because we do apply SEO. We do try to organically better the traffic to our site. All right then. So if we don't have any questions, I just want to talk about how we are a growing community. Every single bit of support helps a lot. So once you create an account, you have your listings, your profile, it would be awesome for you to interact with our other users, with our other members. So if you visit their profiles, you can contact them, you can follow. We also do offer a strategy workshop on Fridays where all of our members come and we just get to know each other. We introduce all of the newcomers, and we do have like a 20-minute session with one of our members every single Friday, a different member, where they talk about something that's valuable and that all of us can learn from for our personal lives or for our professional lives as well. And also something that I did talk a little bit about is the listing reviews. So there is a section that's called the public discussion section. This is where you're able to comment, leave feedback, your experience with the offering. So if you have clients that you've already worked with that had a positive experience and that would be willing to come onto the site and leave a comment of their experience with you, they can do it here in the public discussion section. For this, they do have to sign up, but it's very easy, as I did show you before. It's something that doesn't take more than 2 minutes. So we do encourage for your listing to have these comments, this interaction. This obviously does help us a lot as well in the ranking in Google search pages. All of this does get picked up by the crawlers. So that would be it regarding the public discussion section. So again, if you have any other questions, if you need more information, you can contact me. Here you can book a call with me. So we already saw the about section. We already saw, I'm sorry, my internet is running a little bit slow. We already saw the how it works section. You can also read the privacy policy, the terms of use. Here and more, we have our homepage, contact us directly. And if you scroll down, you will be able to find the learning zone. And this is basically where you can find our master classes. So Elevate did start off producing master classes before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and then is when we started with the marketplace. But we do offer this to our members that have the pro membership or the elite membership, and it would be access to more than 500 videos with very valuable content on different types of subjects, so leadership, mental health, resilience, DEI, sustainability, employee retention. So for example, all of our members here have master classes, and this is our e-learning zone. So if you are interested in this, the pro membership is $19.95. You can see our plans here in the membership page. We have the pro membership, the elite membership, and this is for companies. So if you're interested in this, if you have questions, you can also let me know and I will explain in more detail. I will also be sending the links in the chat. Just give me 1 second. All right. So this brings me to the end of our session. Thank you very much for coming along and for staying with me. It really was a very productive session. I hope that you found my tips to be beneficial. Maybe you learned something new. We are going to be giving these tips regarding Google search, search engine optimization, and all of this every single week. So if you find that you can learn something or even participate and share something that you know, it's all welcome. So if there are no additional questions, we can go ahead and stop recording. Thank you very much for joining me once again. And for those of you watching the replay, thank you for taking the time. I hope everything is clear for you. If not, let me know. Bye.